Hello everybody. So part 2 of the orientation video, I'm going to show you some key features that are available in Cengage Now. When you log in, you're going to actually see the student view, so I'll switch to that quickly. And you're going to see assignments I can take now. So that will list any assignment that's available for you to take at any given time. If you want to see all the assignments you have this semester, simply click on All Assignments. And it will show you, again, when it's available to you, when is it due, how many times you're allowed to take it, all those types of things. It will also tell you the time limits allowed for the quizzes and the exams as well. Under assignments, I can practice now. For every single chapter that we're going to be covering this semester, I create what I call a practice set. These practice sets are purely there for that, your practice. It's not graded. You can take it as many times as you would like. You can check your work as often as you'd like. If you go in and there's 30 questions, you can just answer 1 or 2. And after you answer those 1 or 2 questions, you can hit submit. Go to the grades tab, see what you did right and wrong with it, see what the correct answer is, and then you can take that assignment again. Every time you submit one of those practice sets and take it again, all the questions in the practice set will regenerate with new numbers. So there's an unlimited amount of practice that is available for you here. So when you're in Cengage Now, again, I talked in part 1 about these lecture assignments. Again, it's a great way for you to get some of that lecture information first before you start the assignment. So in here, you'll see that there's 5. There's 5 short videos. You simply click on the link here, watch the video, and then answer the questions that are associated with that video that has been presented. For the homework assignments, very similarly, you're also going to have typically more than one question in the homework assignment, so make sure you answer all the questions before you hit the submit button. When you're in here, there's a lot of resources that are available to you. So at the top, you have the ebook. So if you're getting stuck on this question, you can simply click right here, and it will bring you to the actual section of the textbook that this topic is covered. So you don't have to flip through your book trying to find it. It's going to bring you right there. There's also Show Me How videos. And these Show Me How videos do exactly that. They show you how to complete a problem that is similar to the one that you're going to be working on. There's also a calendar that's in there, and you can actually print items. So if you like to do it out by hand first, you can print each one of these items and then type in the information into Cengage Now. This is what we call a multi-panel view, so you can adjust the different panels so that you can have everything that is needed open and available to you. So you can reposition these and then have your journal out available to you so you have all the information that you need. Down at the bottom, you'll see that you get to check your work. You can check your work 3 times in this case per question in the assignment. So you get 3 check your works on this question, on question number 2, all the way through question number 7. When you check your work, anything you've done incorrect will highlight in red. If you click on those boxes, it's going to give you very detailed feedback at what you did incorrect. So it's going to adapt to the errors that you are making versus something that somebody else is doing wrong. It's not just going to give you overall general feedback. If you're still getting really stuck and you've watched the Show Me How videos and you looked at the textbook and you checked your work and you want to email me a question, you don't even need to leave Cengage Now in order to do that. Simply click on the button down here called Email the Instructor. What this will do is it actually takes an entire screenshot of the question that you are currently working on, and it gives you an email box. And you can email me whatever your question is. When you send that email to me, I will respond to it, and it will go back to whatever email address you have registered with Cengage Now. So whatever one you log into the Cengage Now system with is where that return email will go to. Please, if you're using either any ACC email or a personal email address, that if you haven't heard back from me in about 24 hours, please check your spam or junk folder. Sometimes it gets kicked into those. So always just double check to make sure that it didn't go there by accident. Again, you have this save button. You can save your progress and come back to it later, but when you feel like you finished everything, you can submit it for grading, and it will automatically give you the grade for that assignment. Please remember that if you submit an assignment, for example, if I submitted this right now, it's going to give you a warning. Are you sure you want to do this? If you hit it by accident, just click on the continue taking the assignment, or if you're ready to submit it, hit the submit for grading. You will notice I got a 0 out of 0 because I didn't answer anything. And it allows me to view the assignment results, or I could go through my grades tab and do that as well. But when I click on this, it's not going to give me much feedback. It's not going to give you any feedback or show you too much information on any question that you didn't actually make any attempt on. So if you haven't done anything, they're not going to give you the correct answer. So you do actually have to do some work in order to get that great feedback. There's also a study tools tab in Cengage Now that is wonderful, that has a lot of resources that are available to you. So you can simply click on any chapter and click Start Studying. When you do that, what it will open for you is the chapter resources that you have. So for example, there's the ebook, there's flashcards, you can do a crossword puzzle. Quiz Bowl is like Jeopardy if you want to do that. If you want to watch some tutorials about the statement of cash flow, for example, in this chapter, there's some tutorials you can watch. If you want to use some resources, these are actually the worksheets that you can print out for certain questions if, again, you'd like to do it out by hand. If you're really stuck on one certain objective, you can click on any of the learning objectives and you will get objective resources. So here you'll get what we call the Tell Me More videos. These Tell Me More videos are the same videos that I have included in those lecture assignments. So if you want to rewatch them, you can just come to the Study Tools tab and click on those Tell Me More. All of the Show Me How videos that are also embedded in several of your homework assignments can all be found in the Study Tools section as well. You can also do some practice here. So in addition to the practice sets that I have, they have created some additional practice items for you that you can take. You can also take a quiz. So you can take a quiz. It's about between 10 and 25 multiple choice questions. And you simply answer each one of the questions. And once you have finished the quiz, it's going to give you a grade based on each learning objective and how well you did. So you can see that I didn't do so great here, right? So you click on anything that you got incorrect. It's going to tell you what you answered, what the correct answer is, and it's going to give you some feedback regarding that. So it also gives you a grade per learning objective. You can then click on See a Suggested Study Plan. This will give you some items that they're suggesting that you take a look at based on your score on that quiz. Anything that has a gray dot you can see is suggested. Anything that is blue means that you've completed it. Anything that is green, you have passed. Once you start passing certain learning objectives, you will see your progress up here. It will tell you how well you're doing in each part of that chapter. And then you can take the quiz again if you like to see if after you did your adaptive study plan, if you have a better understanding of the material at hand. Also, in the study tools, you have your ebook, and the ebook is a fantastic resource. If you've never used an ebook before, this one is wonderful. It's very interactive. So if we click on, let's say, for example, chapter 9, it gives us the entire chapter. So it gives us all the chapter contents. We can click on any component of that, and you can actually highlight in the book. And you can choose different colors to highlight in. You can actually add a note. And it will save it to the section so that it will remind you where it was. You can also have the textbook read to you. Simply highlight it and click Read Text.
which is past due and has a.
If you don't like the voice, you can change it. So you can make it a fast speed and change it to a female voice, for example.
Which is past due and has a.
Over here on the right-hand side, there's a lot of resources. There's a dictionary, there's a glossary, flashcards for every chapter are already embedded in here for you. So you can see the previous card, you can shuffle the deck, you can flip the card, you can create your own, and anything you highlight or take notes of are all contained in here. You can actually print it. It's organized by chapter, and it tells you what date you made that highlight or that note, and if you click on that blue arrow, it will bring you to the exact section of the textbook where you made that highlight or that note. There's a lot of wonderful resources in Cengage Now and in Blackboard, but only if you take advantage